Claire's with us in Nashville. Hey, Claire, welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hi, thank you. So I'm just wondering, what is the best way to go about paying off a very high interest rate credit card when the minimum payment is already very high? I feel like I'm throwing a lot of money at a card each month for the balance to only go down a little bit. And I tried transferring to a card with a 0% interest rate for 18 months, which helps, but I wasn't able to put as much toward it as I wanted to at the time. And now that 18-month window is up, it is paid off, but I'm just not sure if I should consolidate, try transferring to another card with a low interest rate. What's the best way to go about that?
You're trying to dodge this 16 different ways. You can't dodge it, kiddo. You got to hit it head on. How much do you owe on this card?
$5,500.
And what's your income?
$45,000.
You're single?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And what other debts do you have?
I have a car payment, which I wasn't expecting to have to. My car got stolen. It was paid off, so this was kind of something I had to do.
You didn't have insurance?
No, I did have insurance. It was totaled when it was stolen.
I know, but they give you a check. Why couldn't you just buy a car for that? That doesn't necessitate a car payment.
I should have. I was trying to get back the kind of car that I had, and it was just... so I have $8,000 on that, which my minimum payment.
Okay, I'm not going to let you drive by that for your sake. Okay.
Okay.
You did not get back to the level of car you had. The level of car you had, you got a check for. You upgraded it in car, and that's how you got payments. So I just want to make sure you own that for your sake, because that was a stupid move. Now, how much do you owe on this car?
I owe about $6,000 left.
Okay, so you have $5,500 and $6,000. And what other debts do you have?
That is it.
Good. Okay. How old are you?
24.
And you're working 40 hours a week?
Yes.
Good for you. Okay. The reason your credit card is not going away is not the interest rate. The reason is you haven't made it your exclusive goal. You have to hate these two debts with such a level of anger that your broke friends think you've lost your mind because you are doing nothing but pounding this debt. You're not going out to eat. You're not going out on a vacation. You're not going with them on their weekend bachelorette party. You're not doing anything. You are broke and $11,000 in debt. You have to get so freaking focused that, like, if you didn't pay this off in 4 or 5 months, like you were going to die or something. You got to get crazy land about this. You have not made this a priority. You can wander into debt. You cannot wander out. And you're going to have to raise your level of intensity and your level of focus, then be on a written budget, and you're probably going to pick up an extra job. You're probably going to sell some stuff, and you're not going to have a life until you get $11,500 worth of debt paid off. And the good news is you can do that in about 6 months, but you're going to have no life for 6 months, and that probably means picking up an extra job. I don't know, Chris, what else are you seeing there?
Yeah, just work a budget pretend like you're making $30,000 a year and work that $30,000 a year budget. And just like in sports analogy, just for those who are listening and for that play sports, you leave the locker room and you get this anger inside of you for the opponent. You just want to absolutely drill them in the teeth when it comes to football or whatever sport. I don't know how that translates into you in your world, Claire, but get that angry. Maybe it was a brother or sister that frustrated the mess out of you, and get that angry at it and attack it. Debt consolidation only does what debt elimination really does. The debt consolidation wants to do it, but it can't. You want to make sure you're doing debt elimination, not debt consolidation.
Yeah, and just so $11,000.
Yep.
$11,500 is $1,000 a month for 12 months, and you're done. Or it's $2,000 a month for 6 months, and you're done. And that's the way you start to look at it. And that's the level of intensity. I want you somewhere in that $2,000 range. But that's going to mean an extra job. That's going to mean selling stuff. And that's going to mean really, really tight budget. And I'm promising you, your broke friends are going to think you're weird. And if you're willing to do that, that's how you get rid of this card. There is no program where you can borrow your way out of debt. There's not one. It doesn't work. There's not a low enough interest rate that causes you to not care and just kind of play with it. And that's what you did. You just pushed it around. You tried to hide the P, and it shows up under one of those shells, like that shell game where you're hiding the P, and it keeps showing up. And that's what you did here. So, and then the next time you have some kind of a crisis, don't borrow your way out of the crisis. Oh, by the way, get that credit card out and cut it up. It's time for plastic surgery. That thing's not been a blessing to you. You need to have your debit card only, and that'll keep you from going into debt any further while you're doing this. No matter what happens, you have to find a way to deal with it without debt, because you're 24 and you've already slipped into $11,500 worth, and you slipped into it. It wasn't like this bold declaration of debt. It was, boom, there I am. I'm in a mess.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to get the latest content and check out these other great clips from the show.